Hey! How's it going today? So today we're going to pick up from where we left off. So remember we were doing our play the peepaw. Play the peepaw. There's play the peepaw. And so here's the next move from play the peepaw. I'm going to be at a slight angle so I don't run out of space here. So from here, okay, and that's called Repulse the Monkey. Let's see if I can do it this way without knocking over anything. Okay, one more time. Okay, so Repulse the Monkey. Great name, huh? I mean, you wonder what was going on at the temple that day. That they had some serious monkey issues they were dealing with there. But so anyway, here we go. Let's go with our hands, and then we'll do the feet. So remember our left hand, right hand, elbow. So let's just work with the right hand to start with. So the right hand is just going to fall away. It's going to come up, and then it's going to come forward. So from here, it falls away, comes up, and forward. So it's quite similar to, remember, brush knee push step. Remember we're coming up the roller coaster and down. This is a little bit, we're coming from here. We're not going all the way up. We're coming right around the shoulder level forward. Nice way I like to think about this. If you could imagine, as this hand falls away, that you have an airplane that's coming into land here. Okay, so that's the right hand. The left hand is quite a bit easier than the right. All it's going to do is turn over and then pull back. So the left hand just turns over and then it slides back. Pretty easy, right? So together though, as the right hand drops away, the left hand is turning over. I'm not doing anything with my feet yet. And then as this comes forward, I want you to imagine that this is kind of like a runway. Remember I gave you the analogy of an airplane coming into land? So as the airplane is coming into land, here's the runway. So as it comes into land, you're pulling the runway away and pulling it back. So from here, right hand falls away, left hand is turning over. And then in comes the plane and I'm pulling back the runway. It's like the plane wants to land, but it never does. It's kind of flowing over the top of that hand. From here. Okay, so that's the hands. What about the feet? Remember that we were in a cat stance, or kind of this modified cat stance. Remember, this is the cat stance where we have the kitty cat paw. This, slightly modified, so the heel is touching. And what we're going to do, I want you to make sure that you have all of that weight in that back foot, in your right foot. Okay, so now we're not talking about hands. Give your hands a break. So what we're going to do is we're going to step back, that you have all your weight here. You step back, and I want you to just dig your toes in there. The weight is still in the right foot, but now your toes are dug in. And then we're going to release the weight from the right and put it into the left. See how that works? So here, the weight is in the right foot. Keep it in the right as I step back and kind of dig in my toes. And now I'm going to release the weight back. Let me do it from here. There's a cat stance. Keep it in the right. Step back. Keep it in the right until you feel pretty, okay, I feel pretty good. And now release it back. Now all of the weight comes back into the left foot. So we're shifting from right backwards to left. One more time. Now release. That's it. Good. Okay, so now let's bring it all together. This is kind of one of these things. So we start play the peepaw. So as I bring my hands back, I'm not doing anything with my feet yet. But we come right to this point now. Remember that point when we were at brush knee push step? Same kind of thing. So left hand rolls over, right hand turns back. When we come to this point, I step back, dig my feet in, get my heels up when my toes are in. And now as I release the weight in the right foot, that's when I am bringing in the plane and pulling it back. We do it from a couple angles here. So right to that point, we step back, and now we release the weight into the left foot. Okay, do you see where my face is? Where I'm here, I'm watching the right hand. I'm watching my right hand, and I'm watching my right hand coming forward. In the martial application of this, as your punching hand or your striking hand, you want to be mindful of that hand that's coming through. You know, if you're a boxer, you're not like this, right, watching. You want to be watching this fist come in. So in the same way, when I'm turning back, I'm keeping an eye on this hand and then release it out. Okay? So that's pretty much it. So just as a reminder, in this core form, we only do Repulse the Monkey a single time, as opposed to 3 times or 5 times that we see in the 24, the 37, or the 108. And this is, again, just because it's to help make the form a little easier to learn. So anyway, that's why we're doing it only once. Let's work in the breath here, too. Here's our exhale. So the inhale is a little unusual. It's a long one. So we're inhale, 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 inhale. We keep the inhale going as we step back. And then when we release the weight, that's when the exhale happens. Okay? Exhale. Inhale, 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 inhale. And exhale. Good. Okay. So, a couple things about, Repulse the Monkey. Repulse the Monkey, if you Google it, YouTube it, you'll see hundreds of variations of ways to do it. You can have real fancy, flowery ways to do it, where you're bringing the hand up and then stepping back, so it's real majestic. Or it can be much more subtle. So you're coming back this way. It just depends on the style you're learning. And it doesn't matter. I mean, this is like we're just learning, we take things way too seriously. we're just learning Tai Chi here, guys. Okay, so it's like there's variations in things, and like we don't have to be doctrinal about this. It's like, this is the way I'm learning it. I'm teaching it to you guys. If you have a different take on it, good for you. Okay, but so in this way, I'm kind of, I guess, kind of in between doing something really, majestic, as opposed to doing something very intricate and small. I would say, if you're doing something here, right, we're coming back and then stepping back, just on a purely mechanical, as a martial art, if I am here, I'm pretty open. Number one, I'm on one foot, I'm looking backwards, I'm gonna get pushed over pretty easy, right? So with just that in mind, this kind of makes more sense to me. I'm coming back. So this is a short move back, and then I'm keeping my composition, and then I redistribute the weight backwards, if that makes sense. Okay, so now let's go ahead and do the whole form up to that point. We'll see how it looks. All right, here we go. Whew, good. Big deep breath. Sink the weight into the right. Step out with the left. Close that right quad, close the left quad. Come forward, we really close the left quad. And now we're closing the right quad. Closing the right again. We step out, screw down into the right quad, now release. Brush knee push step. There we go, forward. Here we go. Yes. Play the peepot, and here it comes, here it comes, here it comes. Good. Yes. All right, doing great, guys. Okay, pretty quick one today, right? So let's go ahead. See you next week. Keep practicing. Take care. Bye.